In large solar farms, efficiency losses often go unnoticed for months. Current manual inspection is slow, expensive, and inconsistent, especially when faults are scattered across hundreds of acres. Issues like hotspots, panel cracks, dust accumulation, and disconnected strings can silently reduce energy output and create long-term maintenance burdens for the industry. But this is where computer vision transforms the workflow. By analyzing drone-captured images, vision models can automatically detect faults with high accuracy and in real time. Here, you can see the inference results, cracks detected, and anomalies marked directly on solar panel images, all processed automatically from aerial views. In this video, you will learn how to train your model for your own inspection requirements. Let's get started. If you'd like to explore practical resources and hands-on examples, we've created a dedicated GitHub repository. It's filled with cookbooks covering computer vision, AI agents, and more. Link is in description.
So hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. In this YouTube tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can create a computer vision solution for solving the issue of solar panel inspection. Currently, the solar panel inspection method is very tedious and manual. You have to physically check there if there is a damage or not. But using vision, using drone or any other way, you can make this process more optimized and efficient. Using drone, you can check a wide area that where solar panels are of any physical damage or collecting dust, which will reduce its efficiency. So first of all, you have to a data set related to that issue, like uh, images of solar panel which are damaged or images of solar panel which have dust in it. Then you have to annotate that. I am using labeled platform for annotation. As you can see, this is an image of solar panel collecting dust. It will reduce its efficiency if dust is accumulated on the solar panel. So first of all, I have to just use our dust class and annotate with it bonding box. I have already done that. As you can see, I have annotated the whole image with the bonding box, which represent that whole photo is of a class dusty. So now you have to just accept it and move it forward. Similarly, you can do this image also. I have done this data set, and now let's get to our next step where you have to export this. You just have to go to, after every image has been annotated, you just have to go to export and create an export, which will give you a file like annotation.json. This will help you to train your own model. Like, this is the structure of annotation you will get. It have the file name and the annotation. Here is the annotation, here is the bounding boxes. So after that, you can start your computer vision model training. I'm using YOLO. So for that, I have to convert our annotation into YOLO format for training. So you have to just clone this Git repo which I have created, which make this process much more easier. Using that, you have to just import a function called Coco to YOLO converter and provide it with two variables, which is annotation JSON, which is your this file, and the image directory, which is the data set you have been used for annotation. So now you just have to use this argument, like the annotation JSON equals to JSON part, image directory equals to image directory part, and the output directory name, which is YOLO dataset. I have already done that. As you can see, it will convert my annotation file and data set into YOLO format. And then the train ratio, validation ratio, and test ratio, you have to just run it. After that, you will get a same folder called YOLO dataset, which have this file. As you can see, it contain around 6 classes, like electrical, dusty. Electrical means there is some electrical damages on the solar panel. Dusty means the dust is accumulated on the solar panel. Physical mean some physical damage has been done to solar panel. Clean means the solar panel is clean. Bird drop means there has been bird drop on the solar panel, and objects means can be anything which is blocking the view of the solar panel. Now, then you can see the YOLO dataset has three folder: test, train, and val, and each contains image and labels. Images have all the images, labels have the annotation of that of that image. They have the both same file name. So now, in next step, you just have to start your model training. First, you have to clear your GPU memory. It will be good if you have efficient VRAM for model training. So as you can see, I have sufficient RAM for my model training, which is 6.78 GB. Now you start by YOLO training by importing the YOLO function from Ultralytics library, and then using the YOLO 11 and .pt model as the reference model for training. You can just do it by mentioning its name. You can use any model like YOLO V8 or YOLO V10. So now you can do this training just by creating an instance of it, then using the method which is train model dot train, and providing it with the parts to this dataset.yml file, then running providing the epochs which equals to 300, image equal to 640, and batch -1, which will decide its batch size on its own. Then the device equals to 0, which means GPU, and workers equals to 4. When you start that, it will create a run folder. As you can see, I have created a run folder. It will have train folder. As you can see, I have done it multiple times. So there is the train folder. It contains all the weights of your fine-tuned model on your data set. So here is your two data model, which is best.pt and last.pt. Now you just have to provide the data model part to model part variable. Now you can perform the model validation similarly, just like training. You just have to call val dot uh, model dot val, and then provided it with part of dataset dot yml. Now it will print all the metrics related to your model, such as precision, recall. eh, As you can see, it's performing the validation now. Here is your result. These are all the metrics you can see, and based on that, you can continue your training if it's not satisfactory. Like for detection of clean class, our model is performing good, but the electrical detection is not good. As you can see here, his recall is very low. Now, let's get to our testing of our model. So I am going to use some sample image from test data set and provide predict it using our model. Now, as you can see, this is the high probability detect class of bird drop. As you can see, the bird drops are here, and it was detecting it fine. So now let's test our next image. This is of a electrical damage caused to here. As you can see, our model is not good at electrical detection, so it is missing out some more electrical damage like that. These are the damages done to solar panel, uh, which are used for lots of time. So here is some inefficiency in detecting. You can make it more reliable by providing it with more data related to electrical damage, which will make our model more accurate. Then let's test our next sample image. So this is a sample image of dusty. As you can see, this solar panel is very dusty, and it is detected finally with accuracy of nearly 70%. Now let's test our next image. So as you can see, this is the solar panel which is clean, and model is detected fine with the near accuracy or confidence of 90%. Now, Let's get to our next. So this is a image containing physical damage detection. So as you can see, this is the physical damage done on the solar panel, and it is as it has shattered its glass. So and it's detecting it quite good with the accuracy of nearly confidence of nearly 80% and 74%. So with that, now you know how you can train and optimize a solution which will make your solar panel inspection much more easier. I want to see what you build in the comment section also. So you can also check our GitHub, which is hands-on computer vision cookbook, where you can get various other material like how to fine-tune your own custom data set or build a real-time intrusion detection. Please check it out.
If you enjoy our content and want to see more, don't forget to hit subscribe.